Good morning, Nesties. It's Netta from Florida Zone 10A. So I've been pulling my tomatoes and replanting them, well, and pretty much relocating them. So I thought that, okay, I'm going to go ahead. I was going to leave this one until the spider wheel stopped dropping a little bit low. Hold on, what is going on? Let's start this all over, Nesties. I don't know why I have like a 30-minute timer on my phone for my videos. Maybe that's all I have is 30 minutes of storage left. I have the slightest idea. But anyhow, the web that was going across here, somebody has decided to put a web right here, which is directly in my face while I'm trying to get my crop cage. And plus, I was relocating my tomatoes, put them on the side of the house because they're just getting all crazy. And plus, you saw all the hornworms that I had, and that gives me a little bit of time to investigate. But anywho, with all of that being said, I said I'm going to go ahead and pull this one because now this is giving me the indication to pull. But when I pulled it, look what it's in here. Look at the nematodes. They are having a feast. And I planted so much stuff out here, and now it has to stay. But anyhow, considering that nematodes was plaguing it, y'all saw how prolific it was. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one out. This is done. I'm going to cut it off at the root, let the tomatoes dry out, and then I'll go ahead and pull it. But that's it. This can't go any further. This has to go straight to the garbage. So anyhow, I moved a lot of tomatoes back here. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Plus I cut some of them off to start some new ones. And they were looking a mess yesterday, but they're starting to perk back up now. I put cherry tomato back here. Plus it was some tomatoes already on there. And then those had holes in them. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm moving, y'all. Y'all got to come around here so I can get a good look at them, and they're not like right in my face when I'm walking or over my head. So that's it. So, and plus, you know, it's getting late in the season. Oh, plus I filled that bed up with all that soil. And sorry, let me start all over again. Scratch that. So the tomatoes are coming here, and hopefully they can live over here throughout the summer. There are tomatoes down in there. If I find some more over there, I'm going to pile them all over here. If they survive through the summer and whatnot, we'll go ahead and let them keep going through. And I want to put them all over here because I want this little section right here. I am spraying. Yeah, this section is going to be sprayed. So it'll be all localized to one area so that I can spray for bugs and everything else. And I mean, I'm putting the hard stuff out there because the hornworms that I pulled off these tomatoes was absolutely ridiculous. All right, guys, that's enough for that. Just want to give you an update on what was going on me moving the tomatoes in the garden. I may move this one. In addition, this one right here had like 4 or 5 hornworms on it. It was disgusting. But it's growing up this trellis right here. And plus, I just want to leave this one tomato over here because this is my champagne bubbles. And I'm going to pick those out. And I'll put everybody over here. I'll keep you posted. Well, I'm about finished trimming over here. As you see, I cleared out this whole area. The only thing I left for the tomatoes to ripen. I did not see that. That whole limb down. Only left it there for the tomato. This tomato, I cut several branches off right here, but I'll show you what kind of tomatoes it grow right here. And it's still full of tomatoes, and that was one of the ones that wasn't covered. Plus, it looks like it has some sun scald on it. Yeah, I'll be ready to just take that one down. I cut a lot of the I forgot the name of the thing. Anyhow, I replanted a whole lot of them. But yeah, I just wanted to cut this back some because it was just wild and just disrespectful. This bag is full. I've been cutting. See, yeah, so I've been putting a lot of cuttings in the buckets, and I put a lot of them back there with the other tomatoes so that I can spray back there. And we'll talk about this later on. I'm gonna pull this cherry tomato up also because I want this pretty flower to trellis this, and I'm gonna put that cherry tomato back there. But I'm moving these tomatoes because the season is coming that I can't be, bothered with the hornworm. So I'm gonna put stuff back there. See, this is my problem right here. Right here. That's my problem. Go on, go on, go on. So let me finish getting all the rest of this trimmed up. This tomato right here. Are they pecking at this one already? I cut that one off, but I have a couple tomatoes, and plus there's a few coming, so I don't want to cut this one back too much because I want to give it a fighting chance. But I'll show you the end product of what's going on with tomato cleanup for 2026. And you know I had plenty of tomatoes over here. I left this one because there's that one in there, that one right there, there's another one, and there's another one, and plus it's behind this. Not completely, it's open down there, but still they just can't run up in there. I have that one. I have this cherry tomato over here. It's doing okay, so I left that one alone. I'm glad I took this one out. I took that one down, but I left, this is what I left. And I took all of them out of here and put my peppers in there. Yep, I took all of them out. And I left this one. That's where I found a big old hornworm. And you see it's pretty see-through because I trimmed this sister up. But I have plenty of tomatoes on there that I need to ripen. They'll start picking through the bags. And that one. But yeah, that's it. And like I say, when I get everything all cleaned up and debatable if I'm gonna strawberry. Debatable whether I'm gonna pull. I have 4 more back here, I think. Yeah, it's debatable what I'm going to do with this. I think this is a dwarf. No, this was a dwarf because it has big tomatoes on it, and it's a little tree. Now I'm going to do some research on just finding me some determinate tomatoes. I think I'm going to switch over to determinate tomatoes. And there's some little cherry ones in here. But yeah, he had a nasty hornworm on him too. And it's just cherry tomatoes. And how many cherry tomato trees do I need? I'll start on these eggplants next. Oh yeah, I have that. I don't know if that's a Tiny Tim or Tom hat or whatever it was called. I'm ready to pull that out of there too. We need to hurry up and turn red. Or whatever color it's going to turn. Alright, once again, I'll bring y'all back for the final product. I'm out here in this garden, Nesties. I have been busy. I think this is just going to be a maintenance Monday. So first of all, this is that one eggplant that was growing just wicked crazy. It's been growing all spring and winter, and not one eggplant came on it. Now I'm wondering if this is the eggplant that I rescued. I'm not really sure. So anyhow, I chopped that back. I did take a couple pieces off, shoved them in some dirt just to see what would happen. Even just that, just to put some greenery right here to see if it would root. This tomato vine, I'm trying to get it so I don't pull it up. I'm trying to yield it more this way to be on this little trellis right here because I want these beauties right here to trellis on the south side of this trellis, and I want loop the trellis on this side. So I did groom it and pick some of the leaves off and went from there. I came in here and opened all this up. I groomed some of those blackberries. I did see over there, there's some flowers, and right there is actually a little blackberry. And I love that. And this one gave me lots of eggplant right here, and I cut this back completely so this will be open. So that's what I did, and I'm going to see what's going to happen. So this is going to be a part of my maintenance Monday. I'm also going to try to harvest some peppers. I did find out these are shishitos. The funny thing is about that, I planted so many shishitos and couldn't find them. Now I got about 9 plants of them. So maintenance Monday is carrying on, but this is the view of the trellis over there. I opened it completely up. Y'all know them horn words with me out. I had to get out here and go to work. So I opened this completely up. I chopped that tomato bush completely up. I put a lot of the slips back there to grow, and we'll go from there. There's only 1, 2, 3 tomatoes on this for right now. I might just let my grapevine, this be my grapevine trellis. Yeah, that's what might happen to this. I also saw a big old worm when I was cleaning up. Also in the crop cage, I kept wondering what was eating my peppers. Found it, a cutworm. I kept wondering what in the devil is in here. Look at the squirrels. What they do? Unless I did. Why my tomatoes weren't thriving? I found the slug and I found a cutworm in my crop cage. So with all of that, I got my peppers out, and I told you earlier, I put them over here. Cleaned them all up, emptied out my green stock halfway, stacked one more over here with the little ones. There's one more moth in there. I killed one. There's one more in there that I got to get. Also, I came over here with my Raid bug spray and sprayed oh, what, you done fell down? You don't want to be up here? Because if you don't, I can cut you down. Let me see how many, oh, you better be glad you got a tomato coming, because baby, I was just finna chop you. You better get, so I'm gonna put that back up there. But I got to get in my crop cage and find that moth. That's where that worm come from. That moth that was in there from the last time. Alrighty, guys. In addition to all of this, I'm going to come and I need to do a good pepper harvest. So a pepper harvest will follow this. Yes. Maintenance Monday, guys. Maintenance Monday. Let's see what else we can get done. Look who's sleeping on the job. Sleeping on the job.